Welcome to today's Sports Live.
Oh, we're live here. Okay.
It's our first hockey show.
We're talking college football today.
This edition of Baseball Today.
Football Today back here.
Welcome back to basketball today.
Got the double box. Bring it on, baby.
This is giving me Russell Westbrook vibes.
I'm just too strong.
Well, there goes the encyclopedia.
Him and Rihanna would create like a mega mind
that-
type.
He
That's
put
really
this
good.
decision on a coin flip, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Ginzer City. Ginzer City.
More
We
perfect that we
all
brought
have
that today.
computers in front of us.
All right, and that is why we skip hooping.
Yeah. The spitting image of Cooper Cup.
Ricky Patalco about to lose his mind.
Kadarius Toney, Ni Hao, you better start learning Chinese.
We got two Rangers fans here, so
No.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's Sports Live. I am Kayla alongside Derek, Jake, and Caden. Today we're going to be talking about Week 7 of NFL football. So let's get right into it with our headlines. Our first headline. It's no secret that Tyreek Hill, he's been dominating so far. He tops the NFL in receiving yards with 814 yards. Now the question is, will he get to 2,000 yards?
Absolutely. I mean, Tyreek Hill has been the engine of the Miami Dolphins offense. Ever since he came to Miami, they've been unbelievable on offense. They have the number one passing offense, number one rushing offense. Mike McDaniel has helped them create such an amazing, polarizing team. And, everyone knows Calvin Johnson holds the record, 1,964 yards. I think Tyreek Hill this year, he gets it done. First ever 2,000-yard receiver in one season.
I'm going to have to say no.
I think I'm going to agree with you.
In today's NFL, the odds of you not missing a game or two is pretty low. It's easy to get banged up. He needs about 1,200 yards, so that's 170.
They do have the addition of the extra game, though.
That is
They have
true,
one extra game to get it done.
Jets, Bills, Cowboys, Eagles, and Chiefs are on the schedule.
That's what I was
Those are
saying.
good
The schedule gets a
defenses with
lot
good
harder.
defensive
That's fair.
coordinators that can adjust and kind of minimize his impact. It's hard to, neutralize Tyreek, but you can contain him.
Yeah, to carry what Caden says, honestly, I wish this was a question for next week's show because I feel like playing a good defense with good corners, they're playing the Eagles this week, is a good tell. So I think, I don't know. If I had to say right now, I'd probably say no because I think, first of all, Tua has to stay healthy. If he doesn't have Tua, the offense is going to look a lot different. So I want to see how Tua does against the better pass rush in the Eagles. And then once again, he can't miss a game. But he's playing very well, and it's definitely possible. I'm not going to say it's not possible. I think it's just unlikely, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think it could happen, but I don't know about the chances of that. All right, moving on to our next headline. The 49ers went down, losing to the Browns. It was a 17-19 game. Both Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel got hurt. So should San Francisco be worried about this? Should they be worried about the rest of their season?
I think so. As everyone knows, I called on the previous show Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel both unicorns, and they make the 49ers offense unbelievable. And the fact that if one of them's hurt, that's not great. And the fact that both of them are down, I think everyone's going to realize that Brock Purdy is not as great as he really is.
He's not that guy. He's not elite. I stand on that. He's not that guy. I stand on that.
He's not that guy. And, if both of them are out, I think it's going to be a real eye-opener for 49ers fans to realize that they don't have the second coming of Tom Brady. And, they do need to bounce back, though, and their defense is still elite. So I think I'm not too nervous, but, we'll see how it goes, especially if Trent Williams is out.
So I have a question. To piggyback off what you said, CMC got hurt, I want to say about a quarter after Deebo, and Purdy still didn't look the same. So do you think it's just him? Or do you think, if he misses both of them is different? Or do you think he needs all three of them? And
I think if he has just one of them out, he can still thrive because they still have George Kittle. Again, shout out National Tight Ends Day. Deebo, Brandon Ayuk, I think, is one of the most underrated wide receivers in the league. They don't give him enough shine. I think he's becoming overrated. I'm just saying with how loaded their offense is. Okay. I think if only one of them is out, he'll do fine. But if he's missing both Deebo and Christian McCaffrey, considering that both of them can run and catch, I think they're in a lot of trouble.
Deebo's out today, so we are going to see what that offense looks without Deebo. Yeah. I think they're going to target Kittle a lot.
Remember, they're on Monday Night Football.
That's true. I'm sorry.
So we can still have a chance for Christian McCaffrey to be in, but, it's up in the air.
I know Deebo's out. He's confirmed out. What you think, Caden?
I'm not worried for the Niners at all because at the end of the day, they have so many playmakers on that offense. The targets, Deebo can miss a game, but then those targets can go to Ayuk. Those targets can go to Kittle. Those targets can go to McCaffrey. I'm not really worried about, one guy missing because that scheme makes up for it. The scheme puts players in position to succeed. Even the fullback, Kyle Juszczyk or whatever.
Juice.
Yeah. I mean, they're just so stacked on that. Plus, Trent Williams, we'll see how he's doing with that ankle, but I'm not worried for him personally.
Okay. I'm probably more worried about the Eagles as an Eagles fan personally, but once again, I want to see how they play today. If they play angry, when they play angry, they're the best team in the NFL. It's not even close, but sometimes they like to be like, all right, we're good enough. We'll win regardless, like they did last week in the games prior. But when they play angry and like play with a purpose, I guess you could say they're the best team.
I'll say like with Penn State last night when we played the Jets, our defense was great. Our offense is what scares me. But this is this is going to be a big matchup and a big shootout against Miami. I think Jalen Hurts is going to bounce back, and I'm really excited for the game. But I'm a little nervous about our offense, but I think we'll be okay.
The funny thing about that is like everybody's nervous about our offense, but statistically, we're still top 5 in everything. We're second in yards, literally.
I think this is a good.
It's an interesting narrative. I think
it should be a good bounce back week though.
And this brings us into our next headline. So for the game of the week today, it is the Eagles versus Dolphins. This is going to be a really tight matchup. Both teams are 5-1. So how do you guys think this is going to play out? Who do you guys got winning this game?
I personally think this is going to be an offensive shootout. Shout out Jeff Gottwald, Dad. I love you. I know he's going to the game. He's going to bring the passion of the Eagles fan base. They're bringing out the Eagles bus. It's going to be great.
Is he wearing Kelly Green?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. There's going to be the debut of the Kelly Green. I think last week, especially getting embarrassed by the New York Jets. Whatever, Ben, shout out to you. You guys did okay.
We're not shouting out Ben.
Whatever.
Come on,
whatever. Anyway, sorry, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I mean, getting embarrassed, it happens. Last year we lost to the Commanders. They were 8-0, they were rolling. And then, at one team always gets you. It happens. But it's better to happen earlier in the season now. And Miami, they look unstoppable. Aside from that one game against Buffalo, their offense is cooking. But I think the Eagles and Jalen bounce back. But I'm predicting a shootout. I'm going to say 38-31 Eagles.
I like that score.
I personally agree. I think the Eagles are going to win this game. I think that the Dolphins losing their starting left tackle on injury reserve, Teron Armstead, as a huge blow because Tua, when he's pressured, is a lot different than Tua when he has a clean pocket and can kind of read the field. I think that the Eagles' pass rush is ridiculously stacked. Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat, those two Georgia DTs. I just don't see the Dolphins being able to protect Tua up front tonight, so I'm gonna have to go with the Eagles as well.
I think to combat that, they're gonna do a lot of quick passes, but I feel like that's also a trap because they want you to get up and press. So if you get up and press, Tyreek's gonna run past you. But I think the safety help is what scares me because we don't have Reed. And Reed's been
we do
really
need Reed players. He's been playing. He's been playing great.
Year.
Absolutely.
I think that Tyreek and Waddle duo is definitely going to pose a threat, but we'll see if Tua has enough time to actually get to him.
I just want to say I was very respectful and humble of you to say as a Cowboys fan. I know it was very hard for you, but I appreciate that. Man. I appreciate that.
It is what it is.
I'm rocking with Philly, but H-Chain got hurt. I took him in fantasy. I made a great trade. You want to hear this trade? Ready?
Go ahead.
So I had Kyle Pitts and damn, I forgot who else I had. Right. So I said, all right, give me Musgrave and I'll give you Kyle Pitts and Khalil Herbert. I had Khalil Herbert and Kyle Pitts. I give him Khalil Herbert and Kyle Pitts for Musgrave and A-Chain.
Devon A-Chain has been amazing this season.
He was great. And then this game I get him, he puts up like 30 points and then he busts his knee up. And I was like, this is crazy. It's just my luck.
Did you have him the week he had 4 touchdowns?
No, I didn't. I had him for 1 week. I think it's just a bad omen. I think I'm just destined to lose this.
He'll be back though. He'll come off IR.
Still plenty of the season left. You can make it up.
When it comes down to it though, Derek, who do you have for this game?
Philly.
I
gotta take Philly.
Easy call.
I gotta take Philly.
What's the score prediction?
Not an easy call. I don't know. So I can see the game going like 24-17 because we're gonna have the ball a lot and we're gonna drill clock.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that to help our defense, but I could also see it being all right. Let's just go out here and show our offense is really good and come out with a bounce attack. Jalen Hurts throws for 30. We rush for 30.
That's what I'm hoping for.
So I think I can see it going both ways, but I think Philly will win. I think we could dominate both offensive lines and defensive lines. So I feel like if we do that, and then if Tua turns the ball over, I think he only has to turn the ball over once.
Jeff Stalin University, baby.
The biggest thing is the Eagles' turnovers. If Jalen Hurts has a clean sheet, I don't think he's had a clean sheet any game this season.
I think you're right.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm saying picks, fumbles, turnovers at all. If Jalen Hurts has a clean sheet, I think we'll win.
Yeah, I'm not an Eagles fan, but I will say I am going with the Eagles for this game. I just think it's the most realistic outcome. All right, let's move into player of the week. So each of you guys give us a player you think is going to do good this week, why you think they're going to do good, any position. All right, Derek, let's start with you.
So my player of the week, we just talked about him. I'm going to go with Jalen Hurts.
My man.
I'm going to go with Jalen. My friends were getting on me, though. They're like, so my friend, he likes to say, whenever Jalen has a bad play, Hurts the Eagles. And he thinks he's funny.
Yeah.
He's not funny, fam. Like, nothing about him is funny. He's a Dolphins fan. So I'm on his head if they lose tonight.
Shocker. He's a Dolphins
fan. I'm on his head if they lose tonight.
Makes sense.
That checks out.
But anyway, I think he's going to have a real bounce back. Their DBs, I don't know. Xavier Howard is a game time decision if I'm correct, right?
I
Yeah,
think
it's
so.
Questionable.
Okay.
Anyway,
I think it's a game time decision.
I believe you're right. Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, I think it's a great pick. Jalen Hurts, obviously they just had a poor showing and everyone's really concerned about his turnovers. So this is definitely a game for him to break out, especially against Miami where they're a great offensive team as well. So I think you're right. He's going to have a big day for Jalen Hurts.
All right,
My player of the
Caden,
week.
let's hear your pick.
My player of the week is none other than Mr. Stephon Diggs. He's going up against the
Attaboy.
Patriots. I think it's a noon game. The last 5 games that Stephon Diggs has played the Patriots, he averages 95 yards a game, 6 tutties in 5 games, 34 catches in 5 games, and that is with those those sneaky solid Belichick defenses over the past few years that haven't had the best talent, but they're not giving up a lot.
Sneaky solid is a
And
good description.
This
It was
Patriots
very good.
defense is not looking too hot. No Christian Gonzalez, no Matt Judon. And not to mention, Diggs has 27 targets in 2 games. His last 2 games, he has 16 against the Giants. They're going to feed him early and often. He's going to go crazy. At least, I'll say $120 today and a touchdown for Stephon Diggs.
Do you think J.C. Jackson is going to slow him down?
No.
It's just a question.
Mm-mm.
I don't have an
J.C.
opinion,
Jackson
honestly.
is beyond his prime. He's no longer the
Interesting.
coach he was.
He's back in New England though. He's
That's
back where he had his
interesting.
success.
That's a very interesting take. I think we'll see
I
today
don't
because
know.
I think he's gonna travel a lot because I don't think they're really worried about Gabe Davis. No disrespect to Gabe.
I wouldn't be either. with all due respect.
This seems like a prime Stephon Diggs day.
It does. Well,
Definitely.
we'll see if Josh Allen throws 3 picks today.
Oh.
Shout out Joe. Shout out Joe.
I don't know. We'll have to see. All right, Jake, let's end with you. Who's
All right,
your
well, for my player of the day, I'm going to go with a rookie. I'm going to go with Jahmyr Gibbs. And the reasoning for this is, first of all, David Montgomery is out. So, Jahmyr, please, if you're listening, this is your time. My
Definitely
fantasy team needs you. This is the time for you to break out and have that great success. And also, as well, the Lions, they're 5-1. I mean, they're tied with the Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. I don't know how much longer that's going to last, but they really need to keep their success going. Obviously, Jared Goff's playing great football. Dan Campbell has changed the culture and the entire look of this Detroit Lions team. And Jahmyr Gibbs, I think this is his statement game. Obviously, a lot of people mocked them for picking a running back at 12 when it seemed like they were just trying to keep adding pieces for their defense.
People. There's no need to do that.
No.
People.
Yeah,
He would have been there in the second round.
No, yeah, right, yeah. But a lot of people were saying that maybe why just take Bijan originally since they were the 5th overall pick. It's only the Falcons got him. But you know what? This is his time. I think that he's going to break out. Big day for for Jahmyr Gibbs, considering no David Montgomery. So I'm really excited to see what he can do, especially against the Baltimore Ravens. I think this is going to be a really good game. Everyone's super excited for it, and both of them are trying to maintain pace and are leading in their division. So I'm really excited to see what he can do today.
I like that. That's a sneaky good pick.
Mm-hmm.
But if he busts, my fantasy team once again.
No, I'm telling you today, first touchdown of his NFL career. It's going to happen today.
They need to give him
You
more
think so?
touches.
I think so. I think we're
I'm
hitting
gonna
2
hold you
actually
to
on
it.
that.
I should have put
Two.
that.
Two
I should have put that in
Two.
Two
parlay.
That's a lot,
touchdowns for
that's a
Jahmyr
lot.
Gibbs.
I should have put that
It
in
may or
parlay.
may not have been in a bet, but you
So
know.
Say one possible, 2 might be stretching it, but we'll see.
No. Big
We'll have to
day for
see.
Jahmyr Gibbs. Prove him right.
All right, are you guys ready to move on to NFL trivia?
Let's get it going.
Of course.
All right, awesome.
Big
So,
trivia guy.
who is the first player to ever throw for 400 yards?
The first player, like, in life?
400
Oh, wow.
yards in a single game.
Oh, wow.
4,000 yards in a season.
4,000 yards in a season. Okay, all right.
4,000
That makes
yards.
sense.
I'm like,
That makes a
I'm
little
like, there's
sense.
no
Yeah,
way I know
I'm
this.
not
I'm
sure.
good, but no way.
4,000 yards in a single season.
I don't know. I'm going to have to say 4,000 yards in a single season. Dan Marino? I don't know.
Not
I
quite.
think it's
not
Dan
quite.
Marino. Maybe Steve Young.
Keep going.
It could be. It's not Dan Marino or Steve
No.
Young. I'm getting cooked.
Throw some names out there.
Throw some names out
Throw
there.
some names.
So it's not Dan Marino.
No.
It's not Steve Young. Let's go with Oh man, can I help? Help! I have no idea.
Maybe
Phone a friend,
maybe Brett
maybe?
Favre.
Phone a friend.
Phone a friend.
Favre? That's a good pick. Phone a friend. I'm phoning Wells.
Keep going. They're in the AFC.
AFC.
They're old. This was an old.
I
long
said
time
Dan
ago.
Marino.
Starts with a J.
Starts with a J.
Starts with a J.
Oh, Elway.
John Elway. It's a good.
It's got to be Elway.
Good guess. Not John Elway.
Not John Elway.
What?
Mm. Can you give us division?
Oh, name it. Name
Yeah.
it. Name
Yeah.
it. Joe, name it.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay, you got it.
Took a little while. but
It
you
took
got
a
there.
little
You
while.
got it.
I'm very shaky.
You still got it. You still got
Very
it.
shaky. Very,
tough
very
one.
shaky.
All right, which NFL team has lost the most playoff games?
The most playoff.
Most
Lost the
playoffs
most, yeah.
games. Wow. Dallas Cowboys.
Oh,
Sorry. Is it the Dallas
No, it's
Cowboys?
not,
All right, I
no.
had to just throw that one out there.
I'm trying to think. It's got to be a team that's been in a lot of Super Bowls and lost them all, right? Is it Minnesota? Minnesota Vikings?
Yeah,
Is it
That's a
Minnesota
great guess.
Vikings? That's
That's a good guess.
There you go.
That's a
yeah,
good
you got
guess.
it. That was an easy one for you guys.
Sorry,
that Kirk?
sorry, Carter Miller. I know that one hurt you. Vikings fans everywhere. Sorry about that, brother.
Shout out Kirk.
All right, last trivia question.
Last
What
trivia,
two
okay.
teams have met the most in the Super Bowl?
Ooh.
I want to say Cowboys and Bills.
You got one.
Cowboys are definitely in there.
Yeah,
No, it's
They
Cowboys.
have
it's
to
ought to be Cowboys.
Cowboys and who else?
Steelers.
Oh, could be.
Yeah,
We played
Steelers?
yeah.
Oh,
Steelers and
okay.
Cowboys.
That makes
How
sense.
many
They both
times?
they're
Four?
both like
Cowboys Steelers.
I would that makes sense. Because
Back when they had the steel curtain era.
Yeah, right.
and
That
then
makes
in the night,
sense.
yeah, it makes a lot of
That
sense.
makes a lot of sense. I would have said Green Bay could have been a team too.
Yeah,
The NFC,
they were
It could have been
dominating in like the
Green Bay and the
early
Steelers.
years.
Yeah, I could have said.
yeah.
Green
But
Bay
you
and
know
Steelers
what?
too.
All those Cowboys fans, sorry, man, you guys had to watch them on VHS because none of them
Yeah.
happened in the last 27 years, bro. Sorry, man.
Can't argue with facts,
VHS.
man.
Sorry, brother.
True.
Unfortunately.
All right, now
VHS
it is time.
crazy.
You guys wrap up? Okay.
Very
awesome.
good.
All right, now we're gonna blind rank NFL jerseys. So we're gonna show 5 NFL jerseys,
Okay.
rank them 1 through 5, but you don't know what jersey is gonna come next. So you have to make your ranking before you see the next jersey. So
Okay, we're ranking
Hopefully
them
you
as
guys
a-
make
as
good
a
calls.
team.
As
right?
a
As a
unit?
group, yeah, we're
collective
doing this
unit.
together.
Okay.
5.
Oh, wow.
Five.
What? Five?
Five.
Really?
Five.
5.
No way.
They are
Are
not
you looking
good.
at that?
They are
Dude,
not
5.
You don't
good.
love the
5.
Dude, they
I mean,
No.
honestly, I
Are
might
you
agree
kidding
with
me?
that.
5.
I would have said at
No.
least top 2.
5.
No.
Really?
5. Are you
They're the
looking at
most
that thing?
overrated
You don't like
jersey
the
I
in
think
Cream
he's
sports.
at
Five.
5.
Dude, come
5.
on. That's like one of the coolest
right, you know
throwbacks
what?
in the league.
I can get you with a 4.
I'll go
I
four.
feel like
That's
that's
as low as
mad.
I'm
I can
going.
go 4.
I think that's.
I can
I
go
don't think
4.
he's going lower than 4.
I guess.
The
I guess
logo,
if it's majority, I'm not putting him at 5. But if you want to put
They
him at
look
4,
like Madden.
They-
like
yeah,
when
they
you
don't-
refranchise in Madden, that's what they
yeah.
look
If I
like.
rebranded my team,
No.
I would get that jersey.
Yeah.
I think that's mad disrespectful. But if we're gonna stick him there, we're not putting them last.
No,
I'm
okay, we
saying
can
that.
go 4. I could.
4 is fine.
I can go
I'm cool
with
with 4.
Do we want to push it to 3?
I think it should be.
We're
at least
about to
I
get
don't know,
some
three
heat.
might be
I
a
can
lot.
tell.
There might be a lot if you
I think it
start
should be
with
at
5.
least 3.
I knew
I don't know.
knew it.
Yeah. See,
2.
That's a
2.
3.
I think this should be 4. I'm not a fan of the
Really?
sea. I don't.
But the
love-
creamsicles are 5.
I think the creamsicles are better. I'm not a fan of the lime green, bro.
The dark helmets with
I
like
don't know. I
the
like
dark
it. I like
accents
it.
and
You like
the
it or you
lime.
don't?
I like it.
No,
I
I
like
like
it.
it. Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
I think it's
I
top
like
3.
3.
I'm
I like
partially
3.
biased because I
Yeah.
don't really love. I don't got a lot of love for the Seahawks, but I've just never loved
Okay.
those jerseys. So
So we
So what do you
can
got?
compromise for
What
I
do
put
we-
3.
them at. I put them at 4, but we put the
We put the
Bucks. I put the
creamsicles
Bucks
at
at 4,
4.
so we'll
Then
put that
I-
at 3.
Yeah, we
Yes.
got to
Put that at
okay,
3.
3.
Okay.
All right.
I like
I
that.
can get with 3.
Mutual agreement.
Yep.
I can get behind that. What's next?
Talk to me.
Ooh, I like
The
those.
Every time I
Those
see
are
these, I
good.
think of
Cam-
Cam Newton.
The Camp Superman
I
Blues.
might have to go 1.
Oh,
I
I would
agree
go-
on
I would
that.
go one.
I
agree
would go
on that.
2.
they are really. I think I might have to go
Bro,
2.
but you guys don't understand. I'm familiar with their game. I'm telling you, 5 is going to be the worst jersey you've ever seen. Whatever the last one is going to be the worst jersey ever.
Kelly Green.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Saying I would put these at 2. I think
we
they're.
still have 1 though.
This is definitely
Don't we
top
have
2.
1 and
more.
5?
We okay. So right now
You have
we got
two
the
more
creamsicles at
Yeah.
4. Yeah.
And we have the Seahawks at 3.
I vote 2.
I think we should put these at 2.
Creamsicle, lime,
Okay.
super
All right,
cans.
let's go 2.
Super Cam Blues.
Let's go
Let's
two.
put them at 2.
Let's go 2.
Yeah,
Okay,
there it is.
great
I told
call.
you. Number
Great call.
1, baby.
Great call. 1.
Number 1.
One.
Totally not biased at all. Number
Personally,
1.
I wouldn't put that at 1.
I wouldn't either, but I'm gonna just give
One.
it to y'all. They're too
Number
iconic.
one.
They're too
let's go.
iconic.
Number
They don't
one.
look good,
Number
but they're
one.
just
Let's
so
go.
iconic.
Number
They're
True.
so
True.
iconic.
1.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I told
The
you.
Bumblebee-
I'm familiar
the
with his
Bumblebee
game.
big
Well,
Yeah.
You know,
well,
you know.
I'm familiar
That's
with your
awful.
game. Well. I'm familiar
Those
with your
are
game.
straight
Yeah.
terrible.
Stop it.
The Killer Bees.
Terrible.
Number
Terrible.
5.
5.
Yeah.
All right,
without
so
a
just to
doubt.
recap, we had Kelly Greens at 1, with the Super Cams at 2,
Right.
we had the Seahawks green at 3,
Excellent.
the Buccaneers creamsicles at 4,
Keep going.
and then the Big Ben ugly Bumblebee jerseys at
Yep.
5.
That was perfect.
Those are pretty
I got
rough.
it.
I think we did good, y'all.
I
Oh,
do.
yeah.
That's a pretty good
I
list.
do. I think that was actually like I couldn't see it going any other way.
I think y'all were hating a little bit on the creamsicles, but I think it's a good list. I think it's a pretty good list.
I'm not
okay, I
rocking
could
with
see him maybe if we wanted to switch the creamsicles and the Seahawks jersey, maybe. But that's about it.
It's a
They
good-
can't-
it's a
they're
good
not
list.
getting above 3. There's no possible
Yeah.
chance.
I agree.
No way.
I think general consensus was good.
Pretty good.
My only thing, I don't know. I do like the creamsicles. All right.
Across leagues.
Across leagues. So each of you guys guys. You're gonna have an NFL player, and what you're gonna do, pick their best comparison for NBA, MLB. If you want, you can throw in hockey. Up to you guys, but focus on NBA, MLB. Match up an NFL player with one of those players. Derek, we're going to start with you.
Okay, so I have Patrick Mahomes as my player, and I think the only player that you could compare him to in the NBA is Bron.
That.
And I don't mean now Bron, because Bron's
no, but he's the face of the,
right.
Yeah.
Like
obviously the only other pool you can maybe do is Steph Curry, but I think Bron's the right answer.
I don't think I feel like maybe Joe Burrow was more of a Steph Curry.
That's
maybe
fair.
not in demeanor, but in
the look,
like,
the
yeah,
cool,
it's
yeah,
him,
that's fair. Yeah.
But that's Mahomes is LeBron, and for the MLB, I went Bryce Harper.
I love the Harper
because I think it's a talent thing. Like both of them are known as one of the best talents to ever touch their sport. But I really like the LeBron. It was easy.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as I got it, I was like, LeBron.
Absolutely.
It was very easy. I think it's very calm, and I think it's very accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Go James.
Oh, you were LeBron?
No.
Okay.
Jordan's the GOAT.
Okay, all right. I should make sure.
Shout out to Go James.
All right,
I'm going to show him some respect.
Just to make sure. MJ's still the GOAT. Fuck it, LeBron fans.
I agree.
All right, Caden, you're up.
So my player was Aaron Donald.
Okay.
And for my MLB comparison, this one came to me really easy as a traumatized Rangers fan. Yordan Alvarez, who is Philly fans, don't hate me. I think he's probably the best hitter in the playoffs right now, just from just pure night in, night out. He's just crushing.
He did traumatize us a little bit last year, so I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
The reason that I like this comparison so much is when you're pitching to Yordan Alvarez, if the slightest inch inside, outside, up, down can be the difference between life and death. You have to be so meticulous when you pitch to Yordan Alvarez. It's the same thing with Aaron Donald. One blown assignment, one blown, protection, and your quarterback could be out for the game. He's so dominant. He's just, I don't know how many depoys he has. I think maybe 2 or 3 at this point.
I think Giannis has got 1, but
Giannis has 1.
Or are you talking?
We're talking about Aaron Donald.
Aaron got 3.
3 depoys. I mean, that's absurd. And then with Giannis, probably one of the most physical,
that's what I love
dominating force we have in the NBA right now. Just crazy, pure power,
They're
pure
going
strength.
To the finals.
Him and Dame.
They're going to the finals.
I can see it.
I can't see, and barring injury, they're going to the finals. But they have Chris Middleton. I don't like Chris Middleton.
I have Chris Middleton. Is crazy.
I don't like Chris Middleton. I don't like Chris Middleton at all. I call him a different name.
I don't know, man. I think he's just like a poor man.
Chris
Jimmy
Middleton
Butler.
cash
I think
money.
he can play that role.
Poor man is generous.
Oh.
I don't like
Dollar
Chris
Tree.
No, Dollar Tree is
however you
generous.
wanna
No
say
Chris
it.
Middleton cash money for you?
3
You're
and D
not
guys.
feeling it?
3 and D is generous. Chris Middleton. It's not a basketball segment. I'm gonna leave that. Chris
Save
Middleton.
it for another show.
Basketball today. Tune in, y'all.
Yeah.
Basketball
Tune
today.
in later
On
this week.
Tuesday. Catch us. Well, not me, but them. Shout out Wells. I think he'll be on the show.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
W promo.
All right, Jake, let's hear yours.
All right, so for my player, I got Odell Beckham Jr. And I was struggling a little bit with this. For my basketball player, I went D Rose. Obviously, both of them had a great start to their career. Both young stars, had a lot of success in their teams. Obviously everyone was super excited, getting ready to have a great player for when their franchises were kind of down in the lower part. But the worst part of it, man, injuries. It took them both down. I mean, Odell, everyone knows he was a great young wide receiver, had a lot of promise in New York. I hated watching him in Philly, obviously, because he killed us all the time. But then, he went down. And then Derrick Rose won the MVP, youngest MVP ever, I believe. And everyone was super excited. Everyone loved Derrick Rose. And it was just such a tragedy to see him go down.
It's my favorite.
And then for my MLB pick, I wasn't really sure where to go with this, but I went with Alex Rodriguez. Not really quite the career
cheater.
I could have went cheater, but I thought he's a little more of a
no.
Oh,
Odell's a cheater.
Cheater. I said he's not quite the resume of Alex Rodriguez, but they both played in New York. Both were flashy, pretty boys. So that was my pull for there. It was a little more of his personality. And the career path is a little more Derrick Rose, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that Rose and Odell comparison.
I do.
I think that's
it. Really is tragic because he
was my favorite NBA player ever. I'm a Bulls fan, so we stink. Yeah. But
and it's such a shame because now it seems kind of like Odell is a little more of a role player on the Ravens, kind of just there to help mentor guys like Zay Flowers. And it kind of seems like D Rose is there. He's got to hope to keep Ja in check. In Memphis, not to go crazy.
He doesn't play. Odell doesn't play.
I know.
He doesn't play.
Every time he catches a ball, he comes up.
Yeah, he doesn't play.
It's actually really sad.
Really sad.
And that because
he should hang it up.
The Cowboys and the Giants had the Odell Bowl on Thanksgiving because Odell was like, "Oh, I'm coming back. Cowboys, Giants, Bills, talk to me," and he didn't play that year.
I mean, shout out Joey Porter Jr. locked up Odell last week.
Go be a family man. That is the craziest thing I've heard all year. That is
PJ just got that dog in him.
Yeah.
All right. It is time for That's Clipped.
That's clip.
That's
That's
Clipped.
clip.
Let's see, what do we got?
All right, this video, I watched it earlier. It is pretty good video.
What do we got?
Oh, my girl.
my God.
We got Mrs. Industry Plant.
The industry
Chargers
plants.
fan.
She's not an industry plan, yo. Let her.
That's
let her live.
that's fair.
She's having her moment.
She went on Pat McAfee and
You.
oh, wait a minute. What do we got here?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
That was,
Yep.
Got excited a little too
Attaboy,
early.
Stephon Gilmore.
That's not
you
real.
know, it's funny because that clip embodies the Chargers perfectly. They get super hyped. You know, they have a great game. Everything's looking great. And then last second, it's over.
Justin Herbert did not play good.
No, he did not.
didn't.
You know, as Justin
didn't.
Herbert fan, that
Like
that game,
last
that was-
Dak Prescott outplayed Justin Herbert
did.
on national
He did.
television.
He
I
did.
just want to make that
did.
clear.
Mm.
Just wanna
Last
make
week,
that
like
clear.
the top
Everybody in this room
quarterbacks,
saw it. I know y'all saw
the
that.
top quarterbacks really didn't play well last week.
No, they
Like,
did not.
From Mahomes to Hurts
Hurts,
to
Mahomes,
Herbert
yeah.
to Allen, like they all.
Wilson played well.
All right.
He's the top. You know what?
Yeah, come
Zach
on.
Wilson might be the best quarterback in the NFL.
Somebody I said.
I mean that. No, like I'm serious.
That's a take.
You straight.
It is a tape.
You think I'm kidding, but I'm like totally serious. I'll look at you all day and I'll say
Best
Zach
talent,
Wilson
best
is the best
talent.
quarterback ever. He's better than
Ever.
Aaron Rodgers.
All right,
Ever.
let's stop.
Ever.
Let's stop
Whoa.
giving
He's
props.
better
This
than
is
Aaron Rodgers.
blasphemous.
No, he's better than Aaron Rodgers. I'm so serious.
Let's
There's
stop
nothing you can tell
giving
me that-
props to poverty quarterbacks and poverty franchises.
No,
we
like
don't
what
need.
does Aaron Rodgers do better than Zach Wilson? Please tell me. Because it's not throw the football.
This is elite level
He's won a
trolling
Super Bowl.
if I've ever
What are you
seen it.
talking? He did win a Super Bowl, but Zach Wilson will win a Super Bowl eventually.
Oh my god.
Just give him some time. Now, if that's a backup, it might be a backup, but he's going to win one. I don't know when, but he's going to
I
win
think
one.
you're insane.
You don't know when,
bro.
but
I'm
it's
not
gonna
insane. It's going to happen.
Okay.
I
I
think
saw
you're
it.
crazy, dude.
I've seen it. What are you talking
You've
about?
seen
I've
it where at
it.
BYU?
No, listen. He was great at BYU.
Yeah, and
This
this ain't
ain't
college
BYU.
anymore. This is some grown man's
You know,
league.
honestly-
He literally beat your team.
All right,
honestly-
man, look, it happened,
Honestly,
all right?
I trade right now. I trade Jalen Hurts
Oh my god.
and Hassan
I know
Reddick
you.
just for a chance with Zach
I
Wilson.
know you're trolling. You're
How am I
so-
trolling?
You're trolling.
Am I
This is
trolling? Well, am I
insane.
trolling?
He's not trolling. Confirmed.
Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh.
And Matt Jones. Oh my God. Stop.
No.
What?
No, I know.
Are you
No, I know.
serious?
No, I know you're
Are you
trolling.
kidding
No, I know this is.
Are
no,
you kidding me?
I know you're trolling
Yo,
now.
Mac Jones is elite. Are we
Did you
serious?
just say Mac Jones is the
He's
lead?
elite.
I would take 25 quarterbacks over Mac Jones.
yeah.
right
Name
now.
them right now.
Yeah.
Here,
Give
I'm
me
gonna give you
25
my
quarterbacks
best
better than Mac
impersonation
Jones.
of Mac
Please
Jones.
give me
Here,
25
Here you go.
quarterbacks better than
Here's
Mac
my
Jones.
best impersonation of Mac Jones. Ready?
And then it gets picked off and ran back.
Are you
Intercept.
serious?
Run back the other way.
I genuinely think
Touchdown.
no.
Buffalo.
If he had weapons, he's the best quarterback in the NFL.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
not the best. He's top five. Top five.
That's a bold
He's a
statement.
top five
Definitely a bold
quarterback in the
statement.
NFL with weapons. I'm not saying anything crazy. That's true.
Well, he plays for the Patriots, so good luck finding those weapons because it's the same thing year
He's
in
got
year.
Bourne.
They
Bourne's
have
a top 20
horrible wide
Yeah, go ahead. Go
receivers.
through the TikTok ball. Go through the Juju. Do a TikTok dance with him in the end zone.
Juju's a top 15 wide receiver.
No,
I've
we're
seen
not.
it.
Let's move on.
No.
I'm sick of this right now. This is full troll by Derek. I can't.
Listen, I have to get a
No,
little
I
troll
do
out of
agree
here.
with
Let
that.
me
You're so
troll.
angry right
All right,
now.
I was
I'm
trolling.
I'm
a
a
Sunday
Patriots fan,
morning.
and I agree that he's not the best. Coming from a Patriots fan.
She knows he's
So
Juju was a system of the
Mm.
Pittsburgh Steelers, and that's it.
interesting. Maybe I just think he's a better wide receiver too. I just don't think he's wide receiver.
I don't
one.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know
Honestly,
about that.
no longer trolling. That's just how. I
All right,
feel.
let's move on. So our last segment of the show is the W moment of the day. Today is National Tight Ends Day, so shout out to all the tight ends.
Let's
Dallas
go.
got
it.
Let's go.
TJ Hawkinson, I'm gonna need you to get some.
Hey, look, there's
Catches
Taylor
tomorrow.
Swift's boyfriend.
Yeah, I like it.
exactly.
Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you talking about Kyle Pitts?
No. Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Travis
Who's that?
Kelce.
Taylor Swift's boyfriend. You know Taylor Swift's boyfriend?
Who's Taylor Swift?
You don't know that?
You
I don't know who that
Who's
is
Taylor
either.
Swift?
I don't know who that is either.
Oh, no.
Oh, well.
Honestly,
Some
who do you
random.
guys
Does anyone
think-
know who that is?
Who's the
Taylor
best
Swift's
tight
boyfriend?
end
What are
on
you
the graphic?
talking
No.
about?
Who's
No,
the best
no
tight
one
end on the
knows.
graphic?
Kokomet.
No, I will
He's
say
like
Honestly,
down there.
I think Kyle Pitts is the best tight end on this graphic.
it is a tragedy that I'm not even going to pay comment.
No, I'm serious.
I'm not even going to acknowledge
Kyle
that.
Pitts is the best tight end
It's
on
a
this
shame
graphic.
right there that George Kittle, the founder of National Tight Ends Day, is not playing on National Tight Ends Day.
That's true.
That
It
is true.
Is terrible. And also,
wait.
this
Oh, they
guy
don't
right
play
here,
today, do they? You're right.
absolutely useless.
Darren Waller?
Absolutely useless.
I
on the
think it's
New
his
York
quarterback. That's
Giants
just me.
fans thought he was about to
That's
change
just
that
me.
Jets.
franchise.
Absolutely useless.
Look at
Sometimes
them
he doesn't
now.
play hard, but but it's all right because Sam Laporta,
Dog.
best tight end on the list. He is.
A lot of hot takes.
They're not hot takes. They're just truth.
I don't know. I'm still caught
Like
up on
I can
Mac
talk
Jones
about the
thing.
Jets all day.
I don't
Are we
know.
serious? I can talk
This
about the
is
Jets all
literally just
day.
a troll
Brees
segment.
Hall is a top 5 running back in the NFL.
I actually bet the over on his tutties this season, and it's not looking
Did you
good.
lose a bet to Ben or something? That just like
No.
become a troll like
No,
that shit
I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth.
Ben's
Dude,
impact
I'm
is
telling
felt
the truth.
even when he's not even
his
in the
impact is
room.
felt here even when he's not here. Man.
Just a
You know,
troll.
I want to give a special shout out to my friend. His name is Oscar Mazriego, right? We call him Omaz. He's a Giants fan. So honestly, every Sunday, I get up and I pray for him because he has to watch them play.
Yeah.
And I just want to say,
That's
I
true.
hope you make it through this Sunday.
Yeah.
And then on to the next week.
We're
And then the
thinking
week after that. And then the week after.
Yeah,
And
who would
every
you
week.
rather lose? Would you? Because I mean, the Commanders and Giants play today. Would you rather see the Commanders lose or the Giants lose? I'm cool
Honestly,
with either, but you know.
I'm not like
Commanders.
I'm not
Commanders,
sour towards the Giants
Because the
I don't
Giants
really,
are
like,
going to mess around
when
and
they
get
lose.
Marvin
I'm just
Harrison
like,
Jr.
you'll get them next time. Like they're just not a
They
threat.
don't.
I don't understand.
They just don't.
They're just not. Yeah, they just lose. But I mean, like maybe try winning. I don't know.
Free Saquon.
Yeah.
Free Saquon.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson.
Trade
top
him to
5.
Buffalo.
True.
Trade Saquon to Buffalo.
So he gets 5 carries a game? Come on. While Josh Allen throws
True.
3 picks?
True. You know they don't run
Dude,
the
but
ball.
Josh Allen's not gonna have to run as much then.
Josh Allen doesn't like to run the ball.
Oh,
He is the running back.
He hates this action where they call hike and he turns around and he has to hold his hand out to give
Yeah.
it to the running back. He hates that action.
he's
Why would he do
spinning.
that? He hates that. He doesn't like doing that.
So
I
he-
stand on that. He hates it. Are we serious? Come on.
I don't know. All right, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'm Kayla McCullough alongside Caden, Jake, and Derek,
Yes,
and
sir.
we will see you with the rest of this week on Today Sports Live.
Shout out Matt Canada. the
Enjoy
best
your
offensive
football
coordinator
Sunday.
in
Free
the NFL.
Saquon.
Shout out Matt Canada.